Western. Okay. I'm happy too. Yeah. Our topic is norms and customs. Okay. Now, again, we'll be focusing on vocabulary speaking. Okay. And we're going to be talking about culture things. Okay. And we use the vocabulary. We're going to give tips to foreigners about social behavior in Korea. Okay. Now, culture is it's a very important thing to learn. Okay, can you think of reasons why we should learn culture or about culture? Okay, good.
We should respect the cultures.
Well, yeah. Okay, because culture to me is one of the most fascinating things. I love learning different cultures. Okay, and also because I'm also a mixed culture. Okay, my father is from Asian culture, my mother is European, and I'm the Western culture. So Western, when I say Western, I mean like Australia, England, America, Canada. Okay, so I think I'm very lucky that I grew up in that environment because I get to learn a lot. Okay, and also when I travel, then also I learn more about culture, and it's about respecting culture. Okay, and teaching English is not just teaching how to speak. I'm also teaching culture to the students. Okay, when they see something or hear something, and sometimes young kids, they can make comments without thinking. So then it's my job, to correct them and say, well, no culture in the world is superior, greater, and no culture is less. The key word about culture is what? What's the key word? So all cultures in the world, no culture is greater than everybody's, and no culture is less than everybody else, right? So what is the key word? Yes, respect, but
Equal?
actually,
Various?
huh?
Various?
Well, of course, yeah, it's various culture, yes, okay,
Different?
bingo. Wow! Yes, that's right. Uniquely, culture is different, okay, and that's what makes it interesting. Could you imagine if our cultures are all the same? No. Okay, that would be boring. Okay, good. The key word to remember is it's different. Okay, and when visitors come to Korea, then of course sometimes they don't know. Then we have to educate them. We don't tell them, oh no, that's wrong. We don't do that in Korea. It's not a way for them to learn. Okay, so we teach them. We give them tips, and we say, well, in Korea, this is what is acceptable. Okay, well, because in your country, that's what you do. It's about respect, the differences. Okay, good. Now, I would like to show you this clip. It is about cultural awareness. Okay, while you're watching, please make a note of all the things that he does wrong. Okay, maybe because he doesn't know, because no one's taught him. Okay, and then we'll discuss it after the video, okay? Thank you. Okay, I found it funny because how true is that? Yeah? And I tell you what, that does actually happen. Okay, I have seen it myself. Okay? What are the things that he's doing wrong?
The way you hold the chopstick.
Yeah, okay. Well, of course they don't know how to hold it, but yeah, usually people do try, yeah, but not like this. Yeah, okay. The slurping, actually in our culture, we don't slurp. Okay? Do you know what is slurp? That's why, how did he look at them? When he was watching them, they're all that is slurping. Okay? So how did he, was he like, oh, okay, or was he like, okay.
There is no Japan.
Yeah, okay. But usually it's because Asian culture is very similar, and that's why this one, okay? Slurp. Did you find the word? Yeah. So they eat like this in Asia, okay? It's not just Japan, it's Korea, China, yeah, okay? Even my father, and he's from Laos, they all eat the same. They slurp, okay? Like this. We don't do that. It's really strange because we eat our noodles very quietly. No sound at all. Okay? Now, and what else did he do wrong?
Noise. The way he sits.
Yeah, that's right. Okay? Normally, if you had a guest in your house like that, like how would you feel?
Embarrassed.
Yeah, that's right. Embarrassed. Yeah. Okay. Good. And what else did he do wrong?
He doesn't hold the bowls
Yeah.
in front.
Yeah.
You have to bring them.
Yeah, because we don't eat like that. Because Western people eat knife and fork in a plate. We don't do this. Yeah, okay. But all Asian cultures, they always bring the rice bowl up to their mouth.
Not in Korea.
Oh, not in Korea? Yeah, but Chinese do it. Yeah, okay.
Chinese and Japanese.
Yeah, they do that. My father does that too. So yeah. And the most important one, what does it do with the chopstick? Yeah, okay. What does that mean? Yeah, in the most Asian cultures do not put chopstick in the rice like this, okay? Because that's dead people. Yeah, okay. Same. My father always told me our chopstick always has to be on the side or over the bowl. Okay. Yeah, when we were little, because we don't know how to use chopsticks. Yeah, and we did that too. Like dig. And he was angry. Yeah, very angry. Yeah. Question? You look like you had a question. Yeah. Okay, great. So now, of course, the key word was differences, yeah? Okay, and because it's different, we have to educate each other, okay? We can't, I asked you, the question was, what was wrong, what he did, but it's not just finding what's wrong, okay? Now, in your student book, please, these are tips for Britain, okay? So the Western culture. Now, there are seven, yeah? Okay, we'll just have a look at a few. So we'll look at number 2, 3, 4, 6, okay? Before we start, please, let's go through these together and understand the meaning. It's good manners, yeah? Okay, so we're okay? Good manners? Good, okay? What is good manners? Anything?
To say
Thank you.
thank you, please.
Yeah. Okay, behavior that is acceptable. Okay, so these are all very similar. Okay, it's considered rude. Okay, considered rude. What would be considered rude?
Cutting the line.
Yeah. Okay, cut the line. Yeah. Cut the line is when you line up. Even though I've had an experience where older people in Korea, they just go in front of me. Normally, I'm a nice person, or when you're paying your shopping, if someone has only 2 or 3 and I have a lot, you would say, okay, yeah, sure, please go first, okay? But if someone's rude to me, like it happened to me at Top Lot, and I had my grocery, and this older man, he just came and said, like this, he said, and I was like, what? Even though he's older, I don't care because that's not nice. That's considered rude. Okay? Next, tend to. What is tend to? Don't tend to acceptable?
Cannot stand.
Yeah, okay. Something that's not good manners is not acceptable, okay? Acceptable, however, is a little bit more stricter. When you say in your culture something's not acceptable, it's really important, okay? It's very, very important. And perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. What does that mean? It's perfectly normal. Yeah, it's perfectly normal in Korea to slur. Yeah, okay? So it's not bad at all. It's fine. You can do it. Yeah, okay? Good, very good. Now, let's have a look at some of these tips. Any questions? No? Okay, good. All right. Sabina, beautiful voice. Number 2, please. What's one of the tips? Yeah, number 2. Okay.
It's considered rude to the
Cues. Okay, good. Yeah, cues. Yeah, Q-E-U-E-U-E-S. Yeah. Okay. In British English, we use the word cue. It means to, line up. Okay, so when you jump the queue, means you cut in line. That's right. Yeah. No, not like that. It's when you line up to do something. You know, like in a shopping center or buy a movie ticket, you line up. Okay. If someone just gets in front of you. Okay. Yeah. We don't tolerate that at all. Okay. Good. Next one, please. Number 3, who's that?
3.
Mm-hmm.
On the whole, it's okay to use first names. Young and middle-aged people don't tend to use Mr. and Mrs. very much, although many older people prefer it.
Yeah. Okay. On the whole, what is it? On the whole. Yeah, that's right. Generally, yeah. Okay. Now, how is this different to Korea? Would you like me to explain
First,
first?
it's okay to use first name in Korea.
It's not okay.
Not okay.
Yeah, that's right. But in our culture, it is okay. Yeah. So even someone is older than me. Okay. Yeah, I use first name. But not everybody does. Okay. This is on the whole, generally speaking, it is acceptable. Okay. And you'll be surprised for me to call someone older than me by the first name. Okay. Sometimes we use Mr. or Miss or Mrs. in front, but not in Korea. Okay. You do not call an older person Mr. Kim. Yeah. Okay. You don't do that. Good. Okay. Next one, please. Number 4.
It's unacceptable to ask people how much they earn.
Yeah. Okay. What is earn? Earn. Yeah. Okay. How is it different in Korea? Salary. Yeah. Oh, you don't ask? Oh. Because some Koreans have asked. Yeah. Okay. I met some Koreans who directly asked me. Don't you remember the convenience store woman that I went to, and she asked me, "How much do you earn? What do you get?" Yeah. So no, we don't. Okay, at all. Okay, not at all. Okay, next one. Number 5, please. Oh, sorry, number 6, please.
Number 6.
When people go out, they tend to take turns to buy drinks. It's important to take your turn.
I actually disagree a little bit here. Okay, our culture when we go out with friends is not like Korea. Okay, how does it happen in Korea when we go out together? Okay, so we go out for lunch or dinner together and for drinks. What is the custom here? Who pays? Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. That's the thing is changing, right? But traditionally,
It's someone find one time and this time the other one.
yeah, that's right.
For old people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, usually the older one, okay? And then you return the favor, next time you go or the next place, another person pays.
Yeah.
Not in our culture, never do that. Drinks, yes, okay, so but only friends, yeah, okay. But not meals. That's very important. We do not buy meals like this, okay? No way. It will never happen. Maybe once in somebody's life, they'll buy you dinner or lunch, but it's not common at all. Why? Because in our country, it's actually quite expensive to eat out. Okay? Good. Okay, very good. Now, some phrases we use to say, okay, I need the whiteboard. Do you have any questions so far? No? Huh? You okay? Everybody okay?
Yes, okay.
So far, so good. Oh, good. So far, so good. We're almost there. We're almost there. We are almost there. Okay. Now, can you please have a look at here? Okay, phrases. Some of these phrases we use to make general statements. Okay. Can you please find me an example? A general statement. What's one of the phrases we use to make a general statement? Okay, let's see. You can look at the board or you can look in your student book. Which one? Oh, work together? Help each other?
General statement.
Uh-huh.
Like, for example,
What's an example of a general statement phrase? Anyone find it? No, you can't find it? Yeah. Now, which of the phrases we use to make a general statement?
it's good manners.
Have a guess. Help each other. Help each other.
It's important.
So look at all the phrases that we went through. Okay.
It's okay.
On the whole,
Yeah, because a general statement is it is true, but not true for everyone. Okay, like I asked you before about your eating culture, like when you go out. Yeah, now young people Dutch pay, but generally, yeah, Koreans will pay. Okay. Some statements we use to say something's good manners. Okay, which of the phrases we use that tells you good manners? Any ideas?
Good manners.
Okay, which phrase
It's
tells
good
you?
manners too.
Yeah, it's good manners too. Yeah. And which of these phrases tells you it's bad manners?
It is because of the mood.
Yes. And yeah, okay. Why? Because when you're giving a tip, what to do, what not to do, you need to use the right phrases, okay? So you cannot say, generally, okay, or where is it? Here, okay, it's perfectly normal to jump cues. If you're telling somebody what not to do. You understand? Yeah, okay. Now, together with your partner, okay, find 3 phrases for each category. Okay, so which of the phrases is a general statement, which ones are good manners, which ones are bad manners, okay? Work together. Yeah, work together. Yes, yes. Help each other. Teamwork, teamwork. No cheating, please.
General statement.
People tend to use Mr. and Mrs.
Is everybody okay, or are we a little bit confused? Okay. normal too. Yeah, okay. 아주 많아. It isn't usual, okay? It's not normal. Okay, not normal. Okay, just a minute and then we'll go through. Okay, we're done? Good, okay. Oh, we're not finished? Good, very good. Okay, 16 general statements. Which of these phrases we use to say, yeah, generally speaking, yeah. Uh-huh.
On the whole,
On the whole, yes.
it isn't usual to.
It isn't, okay. Usual to. Oh, I should make more space there. Okay, well, too late now. Okay, this thing, good manners. A phrase that tells you good manners.
Peaceful weather.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Yeah, it's good manners too.
It's important
Yeah. Ah, okay. This one's, some of the phrases are a little bit tricky because you can use it up here too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's important too.
it's okay
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oops, I don't have any. Oh my God, my sorry. My trainer sort of look at me and says, "Oh, it's okay. Is it okay like this or AY? It's okay too. Okay. And bad manners, Sana, please.
it's considered
Yeah, it's considered words too. And one here.
don't tend to
Huh?
don't tend to
Don't tend to. Okay. So don't tend to. Oh, don't tend to. Okay. And one more.
it's acceptable
It's just unacceptable. Yeah. Okay. It's unacceptable. Okay. Good. Very good. Now. So these phrases you will use and practice later on in your role play. Okay? Good, very good. Any questions?
Yes.
No? Okay, everybody good? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the British tips that you haven't heard of? Is there anything? No? Okay, I just want you to have a look at number 7. This again, it is a general statement. It's perfect note. When you go to a store in our country, we're a little bit more casual. Okay? When you walk into a store in Korea, how do they greet you? Yeah. Hello, welcome. Yeah. If you need help, please call. But do they go up to you and say, "Okay, 친구, can I help you?" Do they do that? Yeah. It can never happen. But in our culture, it's fine. You can say, "Hey, yeah, how are you, mate? How's it going?" Yeah, okay. And the word you see there, love, dear, yeah, mate. It's a word that some people are not comfortable with. Okay, because you don't know me, and you shouldn't say that. But it is normal. Okay. Good. Very good. Now let's move on. I would like you to. Where's that box again? Okay. Yeah. Now, before we play this game though, this game we are going to practice using the correct phrases and the situations. Okay? So here are the situations. Okay. So I'm going to erase all that so you cannot cheat. Okay? All and match it with the situation. Okay, so let's do one as an example together. Wear casual clothes in the office. This means like in the big office, okay? So which of these phrases can we use?
It's unacceptable to wear casual clothes in the office.
Yeah, that's right. It's unacceptable, okay? But we cannot say it's important to wear casual clothes, okay? Because this advice, are you telling them what to do or what not to do? Okay, good. Now, how about keep your shoes on in people's houses? Which of these phrases can we use? Yeah. Or, is there another one we can use? Is there another one? That's right. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely bad manners. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Good. Okay. Now I will give you just 1 minute. Okay. Practice the phrases and the situations together, and then we're going to start the game. Okay. I wonder if I should put this up for a hint. Should I do this or no hint? Hint? No hint?
No hint.
No hint, really? Okay, are you practicing together? Yeah, practice together? Don't write it down, no cheating. You need to clear the table too. You're all ready? You're not ready? Are you memorizing them? Okay, you're memorizing good. Are we ready? Okay, all right. I'll put this up so you can have a look. Okay, refer it. Now we need to clear the table. Okay, clear the table. Okay, Sona and Susan, can you please rock, scissors, paper? Girls, really?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So okay, which team do you want to be? A or B?
A.
Okay. Good luck. Team B. Oh, you can't have this. Yeah, you cannot have this. I have to take it away because you're gonna cheat. Okay, thanks. Okay, now, please try not to. Okay. Don't mix up your strips. Okay. Can I borrow this, please? And white. Okay. So don't mix it up. Okay. Now, the game is you have to match. Okay. The yellow strips are the phrases. The white strips are the situations. Okay. You have to. One of the phrases you can make different situations. Okay. Is everybody okay? Right. Wait a minute, girls. Wait a minute.
Sorry, teacher.
You're too competitive here. Okay, so one phrase you can connect with different situations. Okay? Now, this is too easy. Can you turn over the white strip? Yeah, turn them over so you can't see them. Okay. Can we have 60 seconds on the clock? Okay. So you have 60 seconds to make as many sentences. Yeah. As many as you can, but they have to be correct too. Okay? And each correct sentence you get a point. Ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay. Turn them over. Okay. Now you can turn them over. Ready? Go. 60 seconds on the clock. Okay. Where you maybe I should type the things.
Here, someone's house. Here, this is another one.
Delay. It's a 60 seconds over. Did you start the timer? Oh, really? How many seconds left? Stop! Stop! Okay. No cheating, girls. Okay. Team A, how many sentences did you make? 3. Okay, but wait a minute. You girls have to agree that the sentence is correct. Then they get 1 point. Okay. Read out your sentence, please.
It isn't normal for women to go out in groups on their own.
It isn't normal to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It isn't normal. Okay. Good. So team A is 1. Are you guys cheating? Stop. Okay. Second one.
You should never keep your shoes on.
Okay. Next one.
It's unacceptable to wear casual clothes in office.
In office, is that correct? Girls? Is there a sentence? Okay. It is unacceptable to wear casual clothes in office.
In the office.
Okay, 1 point. Okay, team B, what's your sentence, please?
It's unacceptable to keep your shoes on when you go to someone's house.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
No.
It is normal to leave food on house.
Just the one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
You don't have another sentence.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
You should never use red ink.
To write someone's name.
Okay, so that was a practice game.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
so
you.
we get the idea. Okay, now you have to mix it up. Okay, mix it up. 60 seconds too short. Yeah. Mix it. Yeah, just mix it. Yeah. No cheating. Okay. Okay, 60 seconds is too short.
Yeah.
It's okay. Are you ready? Yeah? Please try. This time try, please. Okay, ready? Go. As fast as you can.
people's house.
Wait a minute, when you go to the people's house?
In the people.
It's
Okay, Tim.
people's houses. What on? People's houses.
Usually wear shoes when you go to the other people's house.
Okay. Now,
Plural.
yeah. So I'm listening to keep the shoes on when you go to. Yeah. No, not in house. This is when you go to. This one is. Yeah. Okay.
Not
Yeah. Not in the people's houses. Okay. Yeah. So in someone's house. Sorry, girls. 10B, no points. Okay.
It is normal to kiss friends and relatives.
Yeah. Okay. It isn't normal. Okay. One.
It
Good.
isn't normal to say hello to strangers.
Oh. Okay. Good.
It's considered rude to use red ink to write someone's name.
Where's Tim? Okay. Okay, are they going to win?
You should never leave food on a village. Your plate at hospital.
No, not at all. Yeah, okay.
It's important to wear casual clothes.
They're very clever.
It's good manners to take flowers or bottles of wine.
Why?
Okay. Drinking is not a hobby. This flowers, no, this one, no. Sorry. Okay, well, team B, well done. They got 4 points. Yay! Okay, now, I would like to ask you, what did you learn from this game?
Culture.
Oh, yeah. It is fun, it's manners, yes, but what were you trying to do? That's right, okay? So this activity helps you to make sentences, okay? Good. So when you write your role play, yeah, you will have confidence and you know how to construct the sentence, okay? Good, well done, anyway, well done. Good job. Was it fun? Yeah. Was it challenging? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's not that easy, right? Yeah. Good. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Now back to your student books. I don't know whose books are these or someone's behind you, please. Oh, I get that one. Okay. You have pens? Everybody pen? Yeah. Oh no, who's else pen? There's a pen under your chair too. Good. Now, let's go. Now, next part. This is your role play. Okay? So, the role play is. Just a little of this. You will give tips, okay? To a visitor to Korea or someone already in Korea, okay? So you're going to tell them what to do and what not to do, yeah? Okay, now, I know we're already prepared, but anyway, good. Please, let us have a look at an example, okay, of giving advice on customs and behavior in Korea, okay? Okay. Princess?
How's it going?
I'm good.
What's your plan for the weekend?
I'm going to housewarming tomorrow.
What's the matter?
Well, I've never been to a Korean housewarming, so I don't know what is acceptable as gifts. Any advice?
Actually, people expect you to bring toilet paper or laundry detergent.
What? Really? That seems a bit strange.
No, it's perfectly normal in Korea. It's supposed to bring good luck.
Oh, how interesting. not acceptable.
You should never give knives because that's bad.
Toilet paper is. Thank you for the advice.
Not at all.
Yeah, okay, so simple dialogue that you can tell and using the phrases that we've already practiced, right? Okay, now, when you make a dialogue, there are some guidelines, okay? Please wait a moment. So let's look at this. So I have to explain how to write your dialogue. And you will perform your role play, okay, for us. Now, the first part is you should have a greeting. Can you please, someone teacher, please, what's a greeting there? What is example of greeting? Yeah, how's it going? Okay, how's it going? What is how's it going?
How are you?
Yeah, how are you? Yeah, how are you? Okay, how's it going? Next part. When you have a greeting, there's a little small talk. Okay, Gusan, please. Example for small talk.
What's your plan for the weekend?
Yeah, okay, what's the plan? I'm going to a housewarming. Okay, what's